Guys, are you looking to start a rabbit farm in Nigeria and you don't know the process, what to do, what breeds to buy, and lots more? In this video, I'll be giving you a complete guide on how to start a rabbit farm in Nigeria. Starting a rabbit farm in Nigeria, there are basic things you need to know. But first of all, let me cuddle my rabbits more. Hi, how are you? And the number one list is what? The breeds. Now you ask yourself, what is my target? What am I looking at when starting your rabbit farm? What breed should I start with? In fact, a rabbit farm, there are so many breeds of rabbits. We have the New Zealand, we have the California White, we have the American Chinchilla, we have the Angora, we have the Palomino, we have the Havana, we have the Chestnut breed. We have lots and lots and lots of breeds. All breeds of rabbits are good. Now, if you want to keep rabbits for meat, mostly they will suggest you to get a New Zealand White or a California White or a New Zealand and a California cross. You're starting up a rabbit farm for meat. And also, if you want to have different beautiful colors, you can now go for different colors like the Palomino, the Angora, the Harlequin, and lots more. In this farm here, we have almost all the breeds of rabbits, both the Dutch, the Angora, the California, the New Zealand, and lots more. Getting a good breed of rabbits matters a lot when starting your rabbit farm. If you start with a wrong breed, guess what? You will lose. And that is why it's always advisable to buy from a reputable farm. Don't just go to the markets where the malams are sorry if I'm using malams, where the malams are selling rabbits. You don't know the history of the rabbits. You don't know if the rabbit is having any inherited disease. You don't know any history of the rabbits. I don't know if the rabbit is suffering from maybe menopause, not giving birth, and lots of more. So avoid buying rabbits from anywhere, any farm. Always buy from a reputable farm. And that is why if you need a good breed of rabbits, you can always reach out to us and we'll supply you good breeds of rabbits. After making inquiries for the rabbits, the next thing you should consider is what? Your cage. In fact, in rabbit farming, the cage is the major thing in rabbit farming. Not even the feed, not even the purchasing of the rabbits, but rather the cage. In fact, the huge capital you spend in your rabbit farming is actually the cage system. And there are two types of cage you can use when starting your rabbit farm. We have the battery cage, as you can see here. These are the battery cage. And also, we have the wooden cage, which you can see on the video. So these are the wooden cage. So these are the two system of cage you can use when starting your rabbit farm. Though, if you are from a low country or you don't have much money to build this type of cages, you can go with a bamboo cage or any material you can use to build a cage, if you are starting a small rabbit farm. But for the cage system, there are two standard cage, either the wire cage, as you can see here, or the wooden and the wire cage mixed together. So these are the best cages you can use when starting your rabbit farm. And what is the measurement of each rooms when starting a rabbit farm? Now, if you're doing in a commercial scale where you want to have lots of rabbits, like 1,000 rabbits, 2,000 rabbits, 10,000 rabbits. Now, in order to save space and also get more rabbits, the standard cage you can use in building your rabbit hutch, each of the rooms should be 2 feet by 2 feet and 1.5. The height should be 1.5 feet or 1.6 feet. That is what a standard manageable minimum cage or minimum size of hutch you can use when building your rabbit pen. And also for the breeders, you can decide to make it 3 feet by 2 feet. It's still okay too, but the standard is 2 feet by 2 feet. But you can decide to go for the for a bigger cage where you can do a 3 feet by 2 feet for the breeders. When building your cage, always use this net, this type of net. Can you see this net? Always use this net for the floor of the cage. The floor of the cage should have this net. This net you are seeing here, is a good net, a wire mesh you can use for your rabbit, and it's a galvanized net that can last up to 5 years. So when using when we're starting up, you can use this net to build the floor of your cage, and maybe if you have the carpenter, you can use it also by the side. But if you don't have a carpenter, you can use this net on the floor of the cage, and this one for the sides of the cage, these sides, when building, especially the wooden pattern of cage. Also use this too for the sides of the cage in order to save some cost. But if you have the money, you have the capital, you can use this one all round when building your cage. For the cage system, you have to have a drainage system. Like you can see here, this is a drainage system. The rabbit will poo, it will drop on the poo collector. This is the poo collector. It has a net, so it will drop on the poo collector, and as you can see, the urine will drop to the zinc and then flow to a rubber where you can harvest the urine. So this is a standard cage you should build. And then if you want to build the wooden cage, let me show you the pattern for the wooden cage. So as you can see here, this is also another pattern for the wooden cage. So the floor should be the wire mesh, as you can see here, and we have the poo collector. This is the poo collector, and this is the zinc where the urine will drop, and this is a collector, a urine collector. So when building your cage, always have this standard pattern of cage when building, because if you use the normal floor to start your rabbit farm, or you not use the wire mesh, use the wooden floor to start your rabbit farm, there are things that may happen to your rabbits. One, they can easily contaminate diseases, and also some flies can lay egg on their poo, and the eggs will be attached on their skin and will hatch inside their skin. Now you'll be seeing live maggots inside the skin of your rabbits. Why? Because of the pattern of the floor you are using. So when starting a rabbit farm, you should consider what your cage system. Another thing we should talk about is what the feeding system. Everyone have different pattern of feeds, but there are different pattern of ways you can feed the rabbits. But please, if you are caging your rabbit this way, you have to give your rabbit a concentrated feed. It can be in a pellet form or in a mesh form, but always give a concentrated feed that has good protein source, calcium, carbohydrates for the energy, and like it has all the complete vitamins to make the rabbits grow well and produce well. So if you are caging your rabbit this way, please do not give only grass. In fact, when raising a rabbit, giving only forages is not advisable, especially when you are caging them. So you have to always give them concentrate, add concentrate to their feed, and also you cannot give them some forages like the plantain leaf, the banana leaf, the elephant grass, the guinea grass, a little of the potato leaf, and lots more and lots more. And also you should always make sure there is fresh water available for your rabbits. Either if you're using your nipple drinker, always put fresh water for them, or if you are using your bowl, always put fresh water for them. You can see on this is a bowl for the water, it's for the feed. So always put fresh water for the rabbits daily. Every day you clean, you change the water and put a new one. In terms of diseases, Rabbits do not have much issues with diseases, especially if you are doing the right things, like giving the right feed and giving a good standard structure for your rabbits. There are some vital medicines, or there are some vital drugs you should have as a rabbit farmer. Number one on the list is ivermectin, also known as the Ivomec. This is a very important dose you should have as a rabbit farmer. What does the ivermectin do to the rabbits? There are basically so many things it does. It fights against bacteria. If there is a skin disease, any skin disease on your rabbit, it will take care of it. And also it also serves as a dewormer. And also you need to have your antibiotics too. Antibiotics that have the LA inside it is also advisable. And also once in a while, especially if you have chickens around, also treat against coccidiosis. So these are the vital things you should look at in terms of the diseases. Maybe when I have more, I will post. So that's why you have to subscribe to this channel right now, so you can get more and more updates. Click the like button, share, and subscribe. And also, if you need healthy rabbits and good breeds anywhere you are in Nigeria, just reach out to us right now. You see our contact. Reach out to us, call us, and we'll supply you standard healthy rabbits you can use to start your farm.